reality. Before I go back to the reading Timeline by Michael Crichton, I'd like to introduce you to another book that I've read recently. In fact, a few months ago. It's a book called Jeremy Thatcher, Dragon Hatcher by Bruce Colville. The same guy who wrote My Teacher's an Alien series, Aliens Ate My Homework, Space Brat, and many other books for children. This one is really good. And it's perfect to read while you're high. But enough about that. But this book, after I read it, this is the only book ever that has made me cry. Yeah, but the book is about a young boy named Jeremy Thatcher who is trying to escape from a young girl. Yeah, who's trying to make out with him, but he's running from her and stumbles into Mr. Elf's magic shop, where he but he bought an actual dragon's egg. Yeah, which once hatched brings an actual dragon. And this dragon, her name is, I forgot her name, but Tiamat. I remember her name, Tiamat. I think that's her name. Tiamat, yeah. Yeah, and all sorts of hijinks ensue once she hatches. Yeah. Yeah, and get this. Yeah, how to raise a dragon. Well, Jeremy Thatcher, believe it or not, get this. Dragons have the ability to see things through images. To be calmed down through or something through images, and once Jeremy Thatcher, who's an artist, a young kid who's an artist, tends to draw comic book stuff, who reads comic books and stuff, they're psychically connected, him and his dragon Tiamat. Yeah. Once he sees something and thinks of it, she sees it. They're psychically connected. Once he sees something, she knows. Yeah. And all sorts of hijinks ensue. Like, for example, there's this one, the dragon comes to school at one point, but the others can't see it at some point. And the dragon, but it's a really emotional ride. Yeah, this book made me cry at the end. And spoiler warning, he has to say goodbye to his friend. But she doesn't die. She just goes into another world where dragons live. Yeah. But that doesn't. But it's a bittersweet ending. Yeah, but I liked it. Yeah, quite. This book Yeah. Yeah, but it's a good story. Part of his book series called The Magic Shop. Yeah, but it's a good read. Look up Jeremy Thatcher Dragon Hatcher. And don't worry. I'm going out for a bit. Yeah. But I'll be back soon.